All right, let's talk about one of the biggest, most exciting projects you will ever take on, your career. And I'm not just talking about finding a job. This is about building a path towards something that actually makes you feel fulfilled. So let's jump right in.
I love this quote because it really frames this whole thing as an adventure, which is exactly what it is. And yeah, like any good adventure, there are going to be some tricky parts for sure. But trust me, getting to a place where you're happy with what you do for a living, it's absolutely worth it.
So, yeah, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? With all the options out there, it feels like this huge, overwhelming journey. Where's the map? How do you even begin to navigate it? Well, you need a game plan. And believe it or not, we're going to borrow one from a world you might not expect, the world of marketing.
Okay, here it is, the big idea. To really nail your career journey, you have to start thinking like a marketer. I know, that might sound a little weird, but just hang with me here because this one little shift in thinking can honestly change everything. Look, here's what it all boils down to. Being good at stuff is only half the battle. The other half, the really critical part, is being able to show other people what you're good at. That's it. That's what marketing yourself is all about. So, in the marketing world, there's this classic go-to framework. They call it the 4 Ps, and companies use it to sell literally everything. New phones, movies, you name it. It's super simple, but it's also incredibly powerful. And here's where it gets interesting. We're going to take those same 4 Ps and apply them to you. Because in this marketing campaign, the product we're trying to sell, it's you. Your skills, your personality, the whole package. Okay, so how does this actually work? Let's get practical and break down exactly how you can build your own personal marketing plan using this framework. So this table here kind of lays it all out. It takes those big business ideas and turns them into simple questions about you. Think of this as your personal blueprint. Suddenly, get a job isn't just this big, scary thing. It's 4 clear things you can actually work on. All right, let's dive into that first P, product. I mean, think about it. You can't sell something if you don't really know what it is, right? So for you, this is all about self-assessment, really digging in and figuring out your skills, what you know, and what makes you you. So really ask yourself, what are my features? What am I good at? Am I an amazing team player, a creative thinker? And what's the benefit for an employer? Like, why would hiring me be a smart move for them? Answering this stuff helps you figure out what makes you valuable. Okay, so once you've got a good handle on your product, that's you, it's time for the next P, place. And this isn't just about geography, like what city you want to be in. It's about the kind of place, the kind of work culture where you're really going to shine. Are you a big company person, or do you thrive in a smaller, more close-knit team? Do you love being at a desk, or do you need to be outside getting your hands dirty? The clearer you are about your perfect place, the easier it's going to be to spot the right opportunities when they pop up. All right, you know your product, you've thought about your place. Now for promotion. This is where the action happens. How are you going to let people, your potential employers, know that you exist and that you've got something amazing to offer? And this is your toolkit for that. Your resume and cover letter, those are basically your advertisements. Networking, that's your word of mouth marketing. And the interview? Oh, the interview is the main event. It's like your big product launch, where you really get to show everyone what your personal brand is all about. And last, but definitely not least, we have price. In our world, that means salary and compensation. I know, talking about money can feel a little weird sometimes, but knowing what you're worth is a super important piece of this whole marketing puzzle. Really, you're trying to find a balance here between two things. On one side, what you actually need to earn to live, and on the other, what the market says your skills are worth. The goal is to find that sweet spot right in the middle where both sides work out. Okay, so we've got our 4 Ps as our big picture strategy. Now let's get down to the details with a step-by-step action plan. You can think of this as the actual roadmap for your journey. You know, finding a job you love isn't just about luck. It's not about just firing off 100 resumes and crossing your fingers. It's a process. And when you have a clear plan like this one, you're in the driver's seat. It seriously boosts your chances of landing something great. And here it is, the roadmap. And if you look closely, you'll see how it all ties back to our 4 Ps. Step 1, self-assessment. That's all about defining your product. Step 2, figuring out your marketing strategies. That's your place and promotion planning. Step 3, creating your resume and stuff. That's putting your promotion plan into action. Then you have steps 4, 5, and 6 all about the interview, your biggest promotional moment. Step 7, evaluating the job offer, is where you settle on your price. And finally, step 8 is about delivering on your promise once you get the job. See, it's a whole system that works together. So we've got the strategy, the 4 Ps, and we've got the action plan, that 8-step roadmap. But there are a couple more key ingredients we need to talk about. And these, well, these are all on you. I mean, you can have the best map in the world, the best gear for a journey, but if your head isn't in the game, you're not going to get very far, right? It's the exact same thing with your career. And these 3 things right here, they're your personal keys. You need that determination to just keep going. You need perseverance for when things get tough, and they will. And you absolutely need a positive attitude about yourself and what you bring to the table. Honestly, think of these as your superpowers. And look, all this stuff, it isn't for some far-off future you. Your career journey, it is already started right now. Every class you're in, every new skill you learn, every person you meet, it's all part of the story. The adventure is already underway. So I want to leave you with this one question. After everything we've talked about, the 4 Ps, that 8-step roadmap, what's the very first step you're going to take? Not something huge, just one small doable thing. What's it going to be?